What's up, Wargamers? Welcome back to Battleshock Wargaming Studio. In today's video, we're going to be playing Age of Sigmar. Michael, what's the matchup today?
So we have a new matchup today. We have new armies on the table. We have a heavy troll list. I got a bunch of trolls painted up, and then I borrowed some from some Cruel Boys. So we got nothing but trolls for days.
It's amazing.
And then freshly painted, ready to crush some empires, we have Kragnos on the table. He was so much fun to paint. So he's here to play. He's here to just crush these Gitz into oblivion. I'm super excited to see him on the table.
Yeah, let's see how it plays. Big shout out to my buddy Dan Helwig, who ran a very similar Beastclaw Raiders army at LVO earlier this year. He did phenomenal, went 4-1. Kudos to you. I hope that I can do a list that's similar to yours some justice. So if you're new to the channel, please take time to like, share, and subscribe. We really appreciate it. And thank you to all of our members who put forth that little bit extra to help support the channel. There's a link down below if you want to see what membership has to offer, and you'll get extra battle reports for doing so.
Yeah, also consider checking out our social medias like Facebook, Instagram. We're trying to work hard to be a little bit more active in those. And we're having a lot of fun on Instagram right now, which is great. Also check out our Discord. We have a very active community in our Discord, and it's a lot of fun to get in there and talk with the guys and interact with our community. So check us out down there. David and I are in there talking to people all the time.
Absolutely, and big shout out to Into the AM, which is a clothing company that recently reached out to us, and they hooked us up with some graphic tees. Thank you so much. We're excited to keep wearing these. We've been rocking them for a little while now, and there's also going to be a promo code down below so you can get yourself a 10% discount for that company. So go and check them out as well.
Huge shout out to our affiliates, the Baron of Dice and Grey Matter Games. Baron of Dice supplies all the dice we roll on the channel, and they are beautiful and we love them. And then Grey Matter has supplied us with some objectives and new battle mats, and these are beautiful. Really love these battle mats. And today we're using these wintry objectives because we have the Everfrost coming onto the table, so that's really cool.
Absolutely. There's links with promo codes for all that stuff. Hit the description box, look through that stuff, help support the businesses, it helps support this channel. Much appreciated. So with all that being said, let's go ahead and take a look at the armies.
Let's do it.
All right, Ogre Maw Tribe's hitting the table today. I want to shout out Dan Helwig, who took this list to LVO, went 4-1. You're an absolute legend, buddy. Well done. They're going to be Boulderhead Maw Tribe, which means I get +2 wounds to the characteristic of all my Stonehorn. My general is a Frostsword on Stonehorn. He's touched by the Everwinter, so he's a priest who knows Keening Gale. He has Arcane Tome, so he can cast and unbind. And he is going to be Rockmane Elder, which is going to make him -1 to wound in melee. Really good general. Kragnos is in the list. He's a War Master. He allows me to charge 3d6, which is scary with Stonehorns. He has a shield that helps him ignore magic, 18 wounds on a 2-up save with a 6-up ward, and he yells when he gets mad and does damage to everybody around him. I've got 2 Stonehorn Beast Riders. They're both going to have Vulture and Crossbow. They're on Stonehorn, so they do tons of damage, and they have +2 wounds and a 5-up ward. And then I have 1 MSU unit of Mournfang Pack. Mournfang Pack are kind of fast. They have Gargant Hackers, so they actually can do a fair amount of damage. And they also stuff Unleash Hell, which is cool. Here are the dice that I'm taking today. That Sigil is going to be a 6. I love these wintry dice that match nicely with my army. So there you have it, Ogre Maw Tribes. Let's see what Michael brought.
Taking a look at the Gitz today, we're going to be running Glogg's Megamob. This is going to be giving all of the Trogs regeneration after they have fought, which is super cool, super helpful. Let's take a look at the general. The general today is going to be the Dankhold Trog boss. He's going to have that command trait that makes him a relic, and then he has the glowy Housets to give him a 4-up ward. So this guy's a monster. He's got that 4-up ward. He's pretty smashy. Awesome. We have an ally today. We got the Breaker boss on Myra Brute Troggoth. Super cool. Love having extra Trogs in here. Let's go. We have to have the king. The king is here. We have Scragbrat, the Loon King. He's pluses to cast. He knows all of the lore. He's going to be shooting out some mortals, but most importantly, he has the moon on the stick, which makes all those Trogs count as being under the light of the bad moon. I do have some screens. I think screens are really important in this list. So we have 2 units of Stabbas. So 20 little guys hanging out in front of all those Trogs, hopefully to pin some people down. We have the Dankhold Troggoth. He's got that big boulder club. This thing is really powerful now at flat 3 plus D3 damage. Oof. Now, we have 3 units of Trogs. We have the purple ones, blue ones, green ones. The purples and greens are both going to be reinforced, and we're going to be running around doing all of this stuff, playing with all of the Trogs. Ren 2, 3 damage on these Trogs. Freaking awesome. Next up, we have a Sloggoth in the house. Very cool ally because he has an 18-inch aura of +1 to hit. Let's make all of our Trogs hitting on 2s. We have the Suffocating Gravetide for our Endless spell. Took this before I knew what I was going into. Thought it would be helpful because it gives mortals on 6s to units, but I think today I'm going to use it as a screen. These are the beautiful dice we're rolling today. The bad moon is the 6. May the moonlight shine on you as well. That's the list. Let's take a look at the mission.
Before we take a look at today's battle plan, big shout out to everybody on this wall. These are lords and commanders in our membership service, and we appreciate everything you do to help us keep this channel growing. Thank you so much. So today we are going to be playing Nidus Pass. This is a 4-objective battle with an interesting deploy, and there's 2 Nidus Paths, Nidus Path A and Nidus Path B. If you finish a move wholly within 6 inches of the Nidus Path, you can pop out the other side, which is kind of fun for some late game shenanigans. And we're just going to be scoring hold 1, hold 2, hold more, and battle tactics and grand strategies. My grand strategy is going to be ready for plunder, and it is literally take what's theirs with a different name. Michael, what's your grand strategy?
Protect the shrine, because I'm a mad lad, and I like that one.
All right, sounds good. Let's go ahead and see who has initiative.
All right, Wargamers, we are about to get into it, but before we do, this is the part where you comment down below, who are you rooting for? It is the Megamob, Grots things?
Trogs, Mega Globs.
That's it.
Megamob, whatever the subfaction is, it's lots of Trogs.
Are you rooting for them, or are you rooting for Kragnos and all of his Beast Claw buddies? Just run around monster truck and being bullies. Super excited for this mission.
Yeah, this is going to be really fun. So before we get into my turn, because you gave me the turn.
I did.
Let's talk about your deployment. Why did you set up the way that you did?
So a couple things. I was a single drop battalion, so I knew I was going to hand off the double turn to David. So he's going to go first. So what I did was I have this nice screen of grots. I stretched all 20 out. They're all in base to base, so they're coherent. And then I put another screen behind it. Now, all of his Beast Claw Raiders can do a monstrous action.
Yep.
That is very famous. What is it actually called?
I don't know what it's called, but I roll 3d6, and I can fly, and I can move and finish my movement within 3, and everything I move over takes D3 mortal wounds.
Gross.
Yeah, so it's really good for repositioning, catching units that are on the outer flank out and dealing with them, just repositioning so I'm a little bit more defensive, and it stacks really nicely with Stomp and all that other stuff. And I also just do a lot of damage when I charge. Yeah. Especially with Kragnos. So with Kragnos in the list, you're rolling 3d6 when you charge versus 2, so you're doing more mortal wounds when you charge.
So what I did was I put my first screen on the line, and then my second screen 3 inches and like a quarter behind them.
Because my base is a little over 3.5 on the shortest side, so that I cannot get in between here and start swinging into some of his juicy bits.
And then he can't land back here, so essentially he gets to take out 1 screen of grots, which is fine with me. And then I put some Trogs to hold the center, or the side, another guy to hold the side, and then most of my strength is in the center, because I'm anticipating the Monster Mash to come straight at my face.
Which is absolutely what's going to happen. So let's talk about my setup. I have 3 Stonehorns, 2 Stonehorn Beast Riders, my Frost Lord, and Kragnos. They're about as close as they can get. And basically what I'm going to do is I am going to pin Michael's army. I'm going to DPS check it and see if he has enough damage output to deal with the ferocity of the Beast Claw Raiders. And at the same time, I'm going to be scoring with other units. And Kragnos is going to be hanging in there for a follow-up charge because he does tons and tons of damage. He's a freaking wrecking ball, man. So that's kind of what I'm doing. And we're going to get right into my turn, I think.
I think we're going to get right into it.
Yeah, so I've got 2 command points. You've got 3.
I do have 3. And Scragrot gets a free one. So I'm going to give that one over to Scraggy.
Okay, sounds good. I am going to do 1 prayer and 1 cast, and that's going to be my whole hero phase. Really easy.
Heroic actions?
Sure, so for heroic actions, I'm just going to try to get a command point with my Frostlord. Nope.
Let's get a command point with the Trog Boss. Trog Boss, he has one.
Oh yeah, Trog Boss gets it. I'm going to do gaining momentum for my battle tactic.
That's a good one, yep.
I'm just going to kill a unit and hold more objectives than Michael at the end of this turn. I could definitely kill those Grots.
Yeah, clearly the unit he's going to kill is this big screen and one of Grots in front.
Well, I'm going to do exactly what he wants, and I'm just going to see how much damage these Trogs can do. You know, because if Michael doesn't get a double turn, I'll still be able to just kind of keep the pin going, and if he gets a double turn, then I'll hang on to my butt. So we'll see how it goes. So now we're going to get into 1 prayer and 1 cast. So the prayer is going to be Keening Gale, and I'm going to try to give Keening Gale to Kragnos. This is on a 3-up. Fails.
Okay.
And then we're going to try to cast Mystic Shield on this. We're going to try to cast Mystic Shield on this Stonehorn Beast Riders right here. On a +1 to cast, because I'm within 6 of my terrain. That goes off on an 8.
Cool. Is Scragrot within 20 or 30?
Okay, so he's out.
Outside of 30.
Okay, so we'll put a Mystic Shield on the Stonehorn Beast Riders. They have a base 4-up save instead of a 3-up save, so I'm going to make him more Frostlord-like by doing that. And that's it for my hero phase, so we can go ahead and get into movement.
David, you finished your movement phase. Walk us through what you got going on over here.
I moved the I moved the Stonehorn Beast Riders 14 inches. They're 3 inches away for a charge. I moved the other Beast Riders 14 inches. They're 5 inches away for a charge. Kragnos has like an 8-inch charge. He just walked forward 10 inches. And then the Frostlord on Stonehorn moved 14 inches and has like a 6-inch charge to get in. And then on the outside flank, I'm just holding that objective with some Mournfang pack. So we're just going to get into some shooting, and then we'll charge. All right, so we're going to do shooting with these 2 Stonehorn Beast Riders. They're going to start with their birds into the front rank of Grots.
The birds just do mortals, right?
Mortals on 2s, yep.
Okay.
Okay, that's 2 mortal wounds.
You got 2 guys.
Okay, and then I have 2 harpoon launchers. I'm going to shoot 1 at a time. So the first harpoon launcher on the far side of the flank is going to go into them as well. This is 4s to hit, 3s to wound.
Cool.
Misses.
Okay.
And then the second one is also going to shoot his harpoon launcher. 4 to hit. Yep. And then 3 to wound. Nothing.
Easy.
Yep. Harpoon launchers are done. Now we can do charges. Let's start with the Frostlord on Stonehorn. He's got a 3d6 charge. So he's going to go ahead and charge. He's +1 because of his own ability. That's a 9.
9.
+1 is 10, so that gets him in. The Frostlord has completed his charge. He rolled a 9, so he's going to do mortals on 4-ups on 9 dice. We're going to take 4 mortal wounds into the Grots.
Okay. I'm considering pulling out of coherency to just continue to fuck around.
Are you able to do that?
Yeah. You can pull it. You just can't move out of coherency, but you can pull out of coherency.
Gotcha. That's right, because then you would never be out of coherency if you couldn't pull out of coherency. Cool, so you got 4 mortals there.
Right, because if I just kill 1, 2, 3, 4 little dudes, like I'm expecting this squad to die.
Mm-hmm.
I just want this to be awkward for you. All right, there's 4 dead guys.
Let's charge the Stonehorn Beast Riders on the far side. That is a 10.
Yep.
Mortals on 4s into the poor little Grots. That's 4 more mortal wounds.
Continue the pain train.
The other Stonehorn Beast Riders are going to charge 3d6. That's a 14.
Mortals.
Mortals on 4s. 6 mortal wounds.
4, 5, 6.
Okay. Let's zoom out so you guys can see this. There's 4 Grots left, and they are not coherent at all. You know what's funny about this is even if one dies, no, they all have to die, but like if I didn't kill any in my combat phase, then you'd still lose 3 grots.
For sure.
Because it's just, that's funny. Okay, let's go Kragnos. Kragnos gets an 11, that's plenty. Rampaging Destruction. After this unit makes a charge move, you can either roll a dice for each enemy unit within 1, or you can roll 2d6 if it's a monster. If you roll a dice for an enemy unit within 1 that isn't a monster, on a 2-up, you suffer d6 mortal wounds. 2 mortal wounds.
Cool.
All right, let's do some monstrous actions.
Sure. Stomp.
Okay, Kragnos is gonna stomp. 2 mortal wounds.
Okay.
And now I can't do any other monstrous actions.
Because you're outside of 3 of everything.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yep. So I'm just gonna get into fighting.
In goes Kragnos?
I don't know what I want to fight first. Let me think for a hot second and then we'll get to it.
Oh.
Yeah, he'll go in and he'll just see if he can lift another screen, I guess. He's not within an inch, so he only gets to fight with his Dread Mace. I'm gonna all out attack.
Yep.
Because I'm -1 to hit, so I'm back to 3s and 2s here. It's 3s and 2s.
Okay.
$16 damage.
Good.
Okay.
Good. I actually need that squad to get out of my way. So.
Okay. 16 damage.
Cool.
Okay, the Stone and Horn Beast Riders are going to fight. They can only fight with their rock hard horns and their crushing hooves because the punches and kicks are too far away. So the rock hard horns, we have 6 attacks. This is 5s and 4s.
That's right. Get netted. You rolled 3 5s.
And I only rolled 5 dice, so let's do one more. Okay.
Oh, you have 6 attacks?
Yeah, 6 attacks for the rock hard horns.
Hit with 4 of them.
3s. Okay, it's -2 rend and 4 damage.
They're dead.
Okay.
You killed them.
I completed my battle tactic.
All right, let's get on to hero and score it up.
Let's do it. All right, we're back from my turn. I scored 5 points and I killed some grots.
You killed all of my little grots.
I killed 40 grots. I killed 20 grots with my charge and my monstrous actions.
Yep.
And then I only piled in 2 of my monsters and did 20 more damage. So.
Remember how proud I was of my screens?
Yeah, you did a really good job.
They actually did something, but
yeah, now I'm looking at your
died.
whole army, but you're in a corner and activations are going to be a freaking nightmare. So we'll see what happens.
Well, hopefully my sub-faction will come into effect and I'll be able to like heal while I'm getting punched in the face. So
yeah, absolutely. So let's go ahead and talk battle tactics. What are you going to do?
I am going to, you ain't so big. I'm going to pick 1 enemy monster on the battlefield and I complete this attack if it was killed by Gloomspite Gitz Trogoth.
Okay, so you were talking about picking this one.
That's
because
correct.
this one has Mystic Shield. This one has 16 wounds on a 4-up save with a 5-up ward, so probably the most doable out of all of those. So that's good. And then let's get into some casting.
Command points, I'm up to 4.
Okay, I'm up to 2.
And then heroic actions.
You're up to 5, aren't you?
No, I'm at 4. I started at 3.
Oh, that's right, because you lost. Okay, yeah, gotcha. Okay.
Went up to 3, got 1 more. I didn't spend any command points. And then heroic actions. Okay, so yeah, we're just gonna do, we're gonna finest hour on my general. Turn 1.
Okay.
We're gonna, that way we can give him +2 to save, give him the plus to the wound, because he's gonna go right in the middle of like Kragnos and everything.
I love it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to get a command point.
Just go for it.
I don't get it.
Let's cast.
Okay.
Let's unleash the fangs of the Bad Moon with Scrygrot.
Okay.
Here we go. That's a 9.
Okay.
Okay.
Hold on.
Oh,
What? You have a teleport.
yeah, the teleport's the next one I'm about to do.
I'm going to try to unbind that one. Unbound with a 10.
I'm sitting over here counting my dice. Okie dokie.
It felt good.
It did feel good. Let's go with Hand of Cork. Cast on 7, need a 6 on dice. 6 on dice.
Beautiful. All right.
We're going to get Scrygrot out of dodge.
Bye, Scragrot. He's like, have fun, Trogs.
Good luck.
I'm going to go steal an objective and have fun dying.
Good luck, everybody else.
And he's literally on the back corner of my objective.
Goodbye. So the reason I did that is he can't survive standing there. So if I don't break out, then I lose. So
Yeah.
he needs to get out and go snag a point. And I wanted to go send Gitz to go do that, but they're all dead. So
Yeah, they all died.
they all died.
They all died a horrible death. Those poor grots.
Yep. The only one who else might be interesting would be to throw those guys somewhere. But I think this is the right call. Do you think I'm wrong?
Nope, I think you're doing fine.
Okay.
Keep up the good work.
Let's do it.
No other casts?
Nope, those were my 2 casts.
Okay,
Let's go into movement. It's going to be very short.
we'll see you in a minute. Michael, back from the movement phase, tell me what you did starting with these trogs.
Those trogs ran to secure a point because I do need something to grab points. And then everything else stood exactly, well, I guess the breaker boss on Myra Brute scooched over a little bit.
Yep, stayed outside of 9, didn't want to trigger a redeploy.
Yep, so he's looking at an 99. Everybody else stayed still because we got him right where we want him, boys. I guess we just run at their face.
Right, yeah. And I'm just in a death ball right here. And then Scragrod is chilling right there.
Eye on the prize. He's actually getting points.
And then my Mornfangs are just chilling over there, doing exactly what Scragrod's doing. So we can go ahead and get into Shoe Sting, and then we'll charge.
We're going to chuck some rocks.
The purple trogs are going to throw rocks into my Stonehorn.
Mortals on 4s. Take 2 mortals.
Okie dokie. I've got Stone Skin. I shrug 1, so I take a damage.
Okay, and then we have 5 more rocks from the blue squad.
You can't see the blue squad. They're off camera, but they're going to shoot the same target.
Heh. Take 2 mortals.
Okay. I take 1.
All right. All right, we're going to get into charges. Purple squad. 4's good.
4's good.
Not great, but it's good.
Okay, El Capitan, is he going to charge?
Charging.
6.
6 is fine. Green squad.
Green squad.
7. This is how you play Warhammer, guys.
Yeah.
You just
everything in.
You just smash.
Smash.
Did I leave enough room? Okay, great.
Okay, that unit is done. Let's go look at the Dankhold.
Let's see what he gets. 5 is not enough. Let's see if he's within 18 to receive a reroll from the general.
Absolutely.
Okay, let's use a reroll.
Okay.
Let's go down to 3. What do we need? I didn't even measure this.
It's a 6.
I got a 7.
Okay.
Is it a 6 to him?
Yep.
Oh no.
7. Need
So
an 8 to
need
get
an 8 to him.
But you're tangoing with the Frost Lord anyway.
Sure.
He goes in.
Sure. I mean, no matter what happens, right? Like if I don't go in, no, I guess I'm gonna leave him. I'm leaving him.
Okay. He's not charging in. He doesn't want to charge the general. He wanted to get into Kragnos, so we're gonna just go ahead and get into monstrous action. I mean, oh no, more charging.
I got one more.
There's more charging, guys. Okay, the Dankhold, because of the camera angle, it looks like there's not room, but that's exactly 3 inches, and it's enough for him to get into the Stonehorn.
5. Really depressing charge rolls, actually.
Okay, let's get set up for monstrous actions. I am going to roar into the general.
I am going to roar first.
Okay.
I'm louder than you are.
I'm not. I go first.
I go first. I'm gonna roar the target of my You Ain't So Big.
Okay.
Okay, I gotta roar.
Okay, I'm gonna roar into your general, so he can't give extra attacks to or all-out attack.
Yep, that was smart.
To your, the general, and then I'll Titanic duel with my other Stonehorn that's right there.
Yep.
And then Kragnos is gonna stomp into the blues.
Stomping the blues.
1 mortal.
5. Okay, 1 mortal on the blue.
Okay. Well, Michael. Let's fight.
Let's do it.
Let's fight. 20-minute battle report, maybe.
Okay. So no commands.
Okay. I'll issue an all-out defense.
Because my guy can't roar.
Yeah. So I've got a 3-up save before rend.
So we got 12 attacks, 2s and 3s. Here we go. 3s. So 3, 6, 7, 8, and -2.
5s. I take 15 damage.
It's not enough, folks. Not enough.
15. Let's do 5s. I take 13 damage, and he's suffered 2, so he has 1 wound left.
Ugh. It always hurts more when it's like 1 wound remaining.
Yes.
Your activation. Oh, David, I need to do a mortal to you because of my boy. At the start of the combat, Dankhold Trogbus does a mortal.
Okay.
At the start of combat, roll 1 dice for each enemy unit within 3 inches of friendly moons with this ability. So that's the squiggly beast followers.
Okay, so
Hold on, 1 second. If the roll is equal to or greater than the number of models in that unit, so it's going to do a mortal because it's.
Gotcha. Okay, so on a 5-up. Okay, so that means you got him.
I did get
And then
him.
let's roll on the other one. He shrugs it.
Okay.
Okay.
And then is Kragnos within 3? I don't think so.
Kragnos is going to put everything into the Trogs. That's where I'm going to fight next.
Everything into. We keep saying blues, but they're kind of like bluish green. The bluish green Trogs. They're going to get punched in the face.
Okay, let's go into the bluish green Trogs. This is 6 attacks, 3s and 2s. Let's do an all-out attack.
Okay.
3, so this goes to 2s and 2s. Four at -3.
6s. Fail them all.
16 damage.
Ooh, 5s. 4, 8, 10 damage.
Okay, we'll keep going and then we'll see how much damage there is at the end. So he's got 3 more attacks with his Tusk Breaker. This is 2s and 2s. Okay, 2s. You've got 3 more at -2.
5s. Fail them all.
5 damage.
5s. This failed 2. Take 3.
Okay, took 3 more, and then Hooves of Rack and Ruin. 2s and 2s again. 3 at -1.
4s. Come on, guys.
6 more damage.
And then nothing there.
So that leaves the leader left.
6 damage is going to be. Oh, I didn't. Yeah. So there is no leader. They're all equally stupid.
Oh, okay. Okay, here you go. Kragnos is done. This is pretty good. Pretty good pop. Let's go to your general.
2s and 2s. From the general. 4 attacks. 3 at -2.
Failed them all.
10, 11 damage.
5s. He takes 9 damage.
It's not terrible for my general.
Is that all of his attacks?
That's it.
Okay, I will fight back with my Stonehorn. All right, let's roll punches and kicks, 4s and 4s. It was like the same.
I wasn't paying
Maybe
attention.
better.
Again, say.
4s. 2 saves, no rend.
Okay. We have 3s. Save them.
Okay, let's do rock hard horns. I've got 4 of those. This is 4s and 3s. 2 hit and 3s. 2 at -2.
Still 4s. Failed them both.
Okay, that's 6 damage.
And 4s. Take 3 damage.
Okay, and then we've got crushing hooves. This is D6 attacks for 3. 3s and 3s. 1 wound at -1.
Failed it. Good job.
3 damage.
Take 2. So he suffered 5.
Okay, that's all of my attacks.
Cool. Well,
Let's go over to Trog.
let's look at my one Trog. He had friends, and then they left. Drug.
+1 to hit.
2 hits.
You called it out before you even saw.
1 wound. Run 2. 4 up. Saved it.
Kragnos is good. You did a lot of damage. I did a lot of damage. Let's get on the hero cam and talk about it.
Yep.
All right, we are back from Michael's turn. A Stonehorn bit the dust, and there was a bunch of damage done. I killed a bunch of trogs. Michael did a lot of damage into my other Beast Rider, which was really good, and I did 5 damage into his general. The general just has a 4-up ward, so
yeah.
he's hard to kill.
I did roll for his relic. He didn't eat his relic, so that was helpful. And then I auto-passed morale on the trogs, which I immediately regretted because I rolled for my replacement unit and I brought in 10 Gitz that I don't really need, but I would have loved to get a couple more trogs.
Yes,
So that's where
absolutely.
we're at?
You could have traded 1 trog for 3.
That would have been a good trade.
Yeah, that would have been a good trade. So the score is 5-5. It's looking good for both of us right now. So let's see what happens with the roll-off. I break ties.
Oh, you dirty.
Okay.
All right.
I'm going to go because that's what a destruction player should do.
Yeah, for sure.
So we'll be back for the top of battle round 2, Beast Claw Raiders. We are back for the top of battle round 2. Beast Claw Raiders are going to go ahead and take it. And there's a few things that are going to happen before I get into my turn. The moon is going to move. Let's see what happens.
1, 2, 3, stay still. Stay still.
Okay. And then for my battle attack, I'm going to do eye for an eye.
Sure.
I just need to kill something. And then let's get into heroic actions. I'm just going to try to get a command point. I don't want to blow out my finest hour just yet. No.
Okay. At the start of the hero phase, my Trog boss is going to heal D6 wounds allocated to it.
Okay.
Hoop, for the 6, so he's full health.
Jeez. He heals D6.
D6, and that's at the start of the hero phase, not your hero phase, the hero phase.
That's good.
Yep.
Okay.
Heroic actions, did you do one?
Yeah, I tried to get a command point.
I'm going to wade and smash with the Trog boss.
Okay.
So you can do this with a Dankhold Trog boss who's within 3 inches. He can move up to 6, and then on a 2-up, do D3 mortals. The reason I'm doing this is that I'm just barely within 3 inches of Kragnos, and I don't want to get punched in the face by him. So I'm just going to move to this side over here, just a little bit, boop, away from Kragnos.
Okay.
And then on 2-up, we'll do D3 mortals. 2-up, take 2 mortals.
Okay, I shrug 1, so I'll take 1. He suffered 10 wounds. He's got 6 left.
Pretty cool.
Let's do a let's do a prayer. I'm going to give Keening Gale to myself on a 3-up. Okay, General's +3 to his move characteristic.
He's very fast. He's going to swing around the backside and he's going to punch my general in the face.
Yes, I'm going to punch something with my General for sure.
What else you got?
And then I've got casting. Let's do a Mystic Shield on my General.
Okay.
It goes off on an 8.
You got it. Scragrat's on the other side of the table now. Doing a great job getting all them points.
That is it for my hero phase. So we're going to go ahead and get into movement, and we'll be right back to show you what I did.
David, you finished your movement phase. Walk us through what you got going on.
I retreated with my Beast Riders to steal this objective right here. And then I moved my Frost Lord over here 3 inches away from the enemy general.
Okay, I threw a 4-inch redeploy, bring me down to 2 command points.
And closed this gap right here so I couldn't charge straight through. And then Kragnos just stayed in combat with the Trog. He likes it there, so he's going to chill. And then my Mournfang pack is just edging the objective, doing a great job, getting ready to come in later to kill some stuff if I need to. And that's it. So we can go ahead and get into charges.
Okie dokie, so we do have some shooting attacks.
Just 1 shooting attack. The bird is going to go into the general. It wounds, so you take a mortal.
4-up. He saved it.
Beautiful. Okay, let's charge. We are looking at the Frost Lord right here. He's got a 3d6 charge because of Kragnos, and he's +1 because of his own ability, so he goes 12 inches. Okay, turn the Frost Lord around because it's just easier that way. You charge 12, so it's going to be 12 dice mortals on 4s into the general. 6 mortal wounds into the general.
Hey, look, I have 6 dice in my hand, 4s. I filled all of them. Way to go, big guy.
Okay.
On a 1, he eats his relic. He does not eat his relic.
Okay.
So he suffers 6 damage. Monstrous actions. Do you want to roar louder than I can roar?
No, I'm not going to roar. I'm going to do Runaway Freight Train. And I'm going to roll 3d6. I'm going to move 14 inches.
Good lord.
Okay, so I ping-ponged over all the trogs, and I could fly. I'm a flying Stonehorn. I'm going to do D3 mortal wounds to the blue boy on a 2-up. Yes. For 3.
Save 1, takes 2 damage.
Okay, and then I'm going to do D3 to the boss on a 2-up. For 2.
Save 1, so he's suffered 7 damage.
Okay, and then into the purple boys. No.
And then Dobby in the back takes it too? Is that correct?
No, because I didn't fly over him.
Okay.
Nope. And then let's do a monstrous action with Kragnos. So Kragnos is going to roar into the blue boy. He gets roared.
Firmly roared.
Okay.
And then my general will roar your Frost Lord.
Okay.
Yep. Hey, I got a roar off.
Yes, you did.
I'm the loudest. I am the loudest.
Okay, let's start in with activations.
I gotta do 1 mortal to your Stone Lord.
Okay.
It just takes it. Takes
Okay.
1 mortal.
Okay.
That's from Squiggly Beast Followers. They're accompanied by a horde of small, skittering cave creatures that look to them for protection. So like a little spider drops off and like bites you in the eye. And that's what did the mortal.
Okay, I'm going to pile in with Kragnos first.
I dislike very much.
Kragnos, the end of empires. He's going to pop an all-out attack,
Okay.
and he's going to put everything into the general.
Let's see, how many command points do I have? I have those command points. All right, so I have 2 command points. I am going to all-out defense on my general, bring me down to 1 command point.
Okay.
Can you tell us again how you were splitting your attacks?
Yeah, I'm going to put the Hooves of Rack and Ruin into the single-out Trog, and then I'm going to put all the rest of the attacks into the general.
Okie dokie.
So into the general, this is 2s and 2s.
Did you all-out attack, or is he?
I did.
Okie dokie.
Yes.
Just making sure.
Down to 1 command point. So 4 at -3.
Save 1. 4, 8, 12. Force. 3, 6, 9. He's dead, right?
9 plus 7 is 16.
He's dead. You
Okay.
got him.
All right.
Rack.
Took down El Capitan.
Rack and Ruin.
Rack and Ruin is, I'm in full health, so this is 6 attacks, 2s and 2s. Three at -1.
Saved 1, failed 1.
Roll 1 more save.
Oh, 3, I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
Saved it.
Okay, that's 2 damage.
5s. Took a damage. He's
Okay.
got 1 wound left. We'll activate my big unit of Trogs before they die.
6 Trogs going into the Frost Lord. I can't take commands, but I do have Mystic Shield, and I am -1 to wound because of Elder, Rockmane Elder.
Oh, no.
That's my mount trait.
So we're +1 to hit because of the Slogoth. So we're hitting on 2s, and now we're going to wound on 4s is what you're telling me.
Yes.
Hitting on 2s. They all hit.
That's a great start.
Okay, good start, good start, good start. All right, guys. Go hot for daddy. That's fine. That's fine. So we got 3, 6, 7. -2.
Okay, these are 4s. I failed 2.
Uh-oh, he also rolled hot, guys. I did this.
So
That's 6 damage.
I take 6 damage and then 5s. So I take 5 damage. He suffered 6 so far.
Yes.
I'm going to put all my attacks into the purple Trogs.
Okie dokie.
Frostbeer is 3s and 3s. Two and -1.
Oh, failed them both.
That's 6 damage.
Goodness.
Gracious, great balls of fire.
Saved 3 of those, take 3 damage.
Okay, punches and kicks, 3s and 3s. Nothing?
Okay.
I'm second bracket because I've suffered 6, so this is going to be 5 rock hard horns, 4s and 3s. Okay, 1, and then 3s. Okay, -2.
Saved it.
Very good, and then we've got crushing hooves. 5 of those, 3s and 2s, 3s and 3s. So 2 and -1.
Yep. Saved 1, failed 1.
Okay, that's D3 damage. It's +1 because I charged, so 3 damage.
5s. Failed 2. So 1 trog goes down and 1 takes a wound.
Okay,
Take that bird brain in the back.
this one.
Yeah.
That was all my attacks. You've got Hype Man left.
I have Mr. Aquafina himself.
And that guy.
All right, so when he activates, I get to heal
Okay.
D3 wounds. He heals 3 wounds.
Oh, when he activates.
When he fights.
Interesting, okay.
Yep. Let's read it. Let's read it for all the boys and girls at home. Make sure I did it right. Each time a friendly Glogg's Megamob Troggoth unit fights, after all of its attacks have been resolved.
Okay. So, okay.
And they don't have to hit. It's just after they're resolved. Here we go.
After all the attacks resolved, okay.
Everything's going to go into your stone horn.
Okay.
Because 2s, 4s, take 1 and -2.
I failed it.
3 damage.
5s. Okay, I failed it.
Okay, and now I heal by 3.
Beautiful.
Hype Man. So we have 4 attacks with the Catcha Nets and Snatcha Skittas. These are going to be 3s and 4s. Here we go. Into the stone horn, of course. 5s because you're -1 wound. So take 2, no rend.
We're good?
Cool. And now we have 4 attacks with my Raking Claws. These are going to be 2s and then 4s. Here we go. And then 4s. Oh no, no wounds. Okay, that's it.
All right, well, that's the end of the turn. It was pretty good. Let's get on the hero cam and talk about it.
David, you've completed your turn. How'd you score?
I scored 5 points.
Sure. Yep.
I hold this one because my stone horn counts as 10.
Yep.
And you've got like 4 on there.
Yep.
And then I took that objective over there. I have this objective right here. And I completed eye for an eye by killing the general. So we're going to go ahead and get right into this turn. I'm going to go up to 2 command points.
I will also go up to 2 command points because he's a War Master.
Oh, Scragrot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
And then he's going to get a command point.
He does. Yep.
And then what are you going to do for your battle tactic?
I believe it's my turn to eye for an eye.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. That is. I have 2 heavily wounded Stonehorns, so.
Yep, absolutely.
That is the move.
Cool. Let's do some heroic actions.
Let's see. I think. Do I want to heroically get a command point with Scragrot? I think I do. On a 2-up. Goober.
I'm going to do Finest Hour with him because he also has Mystic Shield, so he'll be +2.
Seems good. Let's cast with Scragrot.
Okay.
I think I'm going to want him to come back now. So let's see if he can teleport. He can.
Okay, he comes back. He's like, that was fun. Now I guess I have to go help.
All right, fine.
Fine. Whatever I have to do.
If you want something done right, you got to do it yourself, you know? King of the castle. I have a chair. Scragrot is up in his castle looking upon his minions doing his bidding.
Yes, he's right here.
And now we have our second cast.
Okay.
And this is obviously where you want to use your unbind. Here we go. Hey up!
Goes off on a 5?
Goes off on a 5.
Okay. Unbound. That was going to be a damage spell, guys.
Yeah, I was doing Jaws. But he's back, which is nice because now his moon's back. He can do other things later, like issue commands, which is going to be kind of problematic now. I don't have anything else in the hero phase. All of my Trogs are at full health, so I don't have any regeneration to do, right?
Correct.
Did I take a wound on one of those knuckleheads? I did.
You did, yeah. So you regenerate them in your hero phase.
Yep,
so
he's good.
It's 1. You just automatically heal D3, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So full health, 5 Trogs left. Let's go ahead and get into Michael's movement phase. Michael, we're back from your movement phase. Tell me what you did, starting with the Marshcrawler.
Marshcrawler fell out of combat. There's no reason for him to be standing there, so out he goes. All of these rock guts have to stay there, so there they stay. The blues on the far side, they went and chased down this Stonehorn.
And they redeployed 1 inch.
Yep. And then the breaker boss on the left side moved so that he's looking at an easy charge. And then I have 10 Stabbas and a Dankhold looking to get in and mix it up as well. I kind of want the Stabbas in there because they do have a netter, so throwing -1 to hit on something is really big right now.
Yeah, that's absolutely great. So let's go ahead and get set up for shooting. Okay, 1 blue Trog and 5 purple Trogs are all going to shoot at the Frost Lord, right?
Yep, they're going to chuck rocks at the Frost Lord, mortals and forums. So take 4 mortals.
That's a 3.
Oh, I didn't see it. 3 mortals.
5s. I take 1.
Dirty.
Okay, he's got 7 wounds left.
Okay.
He's getting chipped. Let's go look at the blue Trogs. Blue Trogs, chucking rocks.
3 more rocks to go. Take 2 mortals.
Okay, I'll take 1, so I've suffered 11 on that guy. That is a 16 wounded model, so we got 5 wounds left there.
I think I could do it.
Okay, charge a clock.
Charge, let's go in with blue since we're looking at him. Yep. 7 is fine.
7 is very good. Mire Brute.
Yep.
Mire Brute's got a
Roll a 4.
more than a 4.
Okay. I want the Mire Brute in. Scragrat's going to tell him to reroll.
Okay. I think a 5 or higher gets
There's
you
a 7.
Okay, there he goes.
Yeah, he hits really hard, so we want him in there.
Okay, let's go look at some other stuff. Okay, we've got Stabbas and Dankhold Trog Boss.
Let's go with the Dankhold. 7.
Stabbas!
Get stabbing, boys.
7.
7. You have monstrous actions. I have nothing.
Okay, I am going to roar the purple squad of Trogs.
Okay, roaring the purple squad.
Does not go off. And then I am going to stomp with Kragnos into some Gitz. The Gitz take 2 mortal wounds.
Okay, I do have to, at the start, before I do anything else, I do have to yank a chain.
Yep, on the Breaka boss, you're gonna yank the chain and take some mortals.
So I take 2 mortals.
Uh-huh.
And I add 2 to the attacks characteristic for each mortal suffered.
Okay, so you get 4 extra attacks.
Right, that brings me up to 8 attacks on that big guy.
Okay, sounds good.
Which is almost as good as the big squad of Trogs. And then let's look at the Dankhold real quick. The Dankhold is going to do 1 mortal to your Stonehorn.
Okay, I take it.
Okay.
So I have 6 wounds left.
And now we activate the purple squad of Gitz or of Trogs, because that's 10 attacks. It's the most I can do. Everything into the Stonehorn. Here we go.
Okay.
2s. How about we drop 3 right to start?
Right, and then 4s to wound because of Rockman Elder.
Okay. Okay, so we got 2 wounds.
Okay. I fail 1.
3 damage.
5s. I take 1 damage.
Okay. Your activation.
How many wounds does the Breaka boss have?
Breaker boss has 12 down to 10.
He has 10 wounds left. The Breaker boss worries me more because he has more attacks.
Right, so he should be more consistent.
Yeah, I'm gonna put all of my attacks into the Breaka boss with my Frost Lord.
Okay.
So I'm gonna fight with my Frost Spear. If I roll an unmodified wound roll of 6, you have to subtract 1 from the attacks characteristic of your melee weapons.
Okay.
So a -1 to hit, so this is gonna be 4s and 3s.
Do I want to all-out defense here? Because I don't need any all-out attacks. Kragnos is probably going in the purple squad. Just send it.
Okay, into the break a boss.
Yep.
This is going to be 4s and then 2s because I'm finest hour. So I'm -1 to hit, and then I'm +1 to wound. So 2s. -1 into the break a boss.
Okay, 5.
Okay, that's 3 damage.
He takes 3.
Let's do punches and kicks. This is 4s and 2s. Okay, let's do rock hard horns. This is, I've suffered 12, so this is 3 rock hard horns. This is 5s and 2s. Okay, -2.
Saved it.
Nice, and then crushing hooves. 2 attacks, 4s and 3s. Nothing. That's it.
Cool. Okay, we're gonna activate the Dank hold. He's gonna swing this way, just away from Gragnus a little bit.
Okay. The Dank hold right here is fighting into the Frost Lord.
4 attacks, 2s and 3s. Take 3.
Okay, this is 2 ups.
Yep, -2. Bro.
Okay.
Bro. +3 to save.
Pretty good.
You go.
Okay. Kragnos is going to do his Hooves of Rack and Ruin into the Gitz, and then he is going to do all of his other attacks into the Trogs.
Okay. Purple Trogs, yes?
Yes.
Okay. All out defense to purple Trogs.
Okay, sounds good. So let's do Hooves of Rack and Ruin. We're full health, so this is 6 attacks, 4s and 2s. 1, and then 2s. 1 at -1 into the Gitz. 2 damage. Not enough. Let's do Tuskbreaker. This is 4s and 2s. And 2s. -2 into the Trogs.
4s. Failed them both.
That is 2 damage.
5s. Saved them both.
Very nice. And then let's do 4s and 2s with the Dread Mace into the Purple Boys. Two at -3.
5s.
8 damage.
5s. 3. So we suffer 4, 5. So one guy dies, another guy takes a wound. All out attacking on the blues. And then 3s. 5. -2.
Okay, save 1. Take 12 damage.
Yeah.
He's dead. All right, back over to my general.
Scrum. Aquatrog. 1 hit. No wounds.
All on the breaker. Let's see what he can do.
It is 8 attacks. Huh. Yes. And then 4s. 2. Take your 2 ups.
Failed 1.
3 damage.
Okay, I failed him. He's taken 15. He's got 2 wounds left.
Just so much damage into that little guy.
Yeah, you have those.
Oh my goodness.
You can only get,
my goodness.
You can only get 1 into him though. Got some Gitz going into a Stonehorn.
What if they do it?
They might. I've seen I can roll snake eyes.
3 attacks with the barb net and 1 attack with the stabba. So 1 attack with the stabba and then Stonehorn. Wounds on 5. 1 wound.
Okay.
Single damage, of course.
Okay, take a damage.
3 attacks with the net. They all miss. 1 attack in the Kragnos. 1 wound in the Kragnos.
He saved it.
Perfectly fine.
Okay, well, That was a turn. Let's get on the hero cam and score it up.
I don't have any leadership and I have terrible, or I don't have any command points and I have terrible leadership.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's do some leadership. So Stabas?
Stabas, 2 plus their
5 that died.
And their brave 4.
Okay,
so 6, so one runs?
Yep, 1 goes away.
Boop. And then the purple trogs lost 1, and their brave 4.
Purple trogs lost 1 or 2. They
1.
lost just 1, yeah.
And their brave 5.
Okay.
So that's 2 run?
Yep.
Yep. So obviously the wounded guy and another idiot.
Like that?
Yeah, that's
away
fine.
from Kragnos?
Away from Kragnos. Always away from Kragnos.
Always get away. Okay. That was bloody. Let's get on the hero cam. All right, we're back from Michael's turn. Michael, how many points, buddy?
5 points. We hold 1, 2, and more. We just snuck this objective back. And then we completed the battle tactic, which was eye for an eye. I did not roll to bring a unit back because David isn't killing my whole unit. He's trying to not target one guy at a time, make sure that I can't res.
Yep. Just leaving him alive.
Oh, I guess I do have another unit of Stabas I can roll for.
Sure.
I get 10 guys back. So that's
Beautiful.
cool. I'll put them on point in a minute. It was a good turn, but man, I think I'm gonna run out of steam with Kragnos.
Yeah, but you've got tricks and stuff. You know what I mean? It's gonna turn into an objective game, and I think you can out objective me. So we'll see how it goes. For now, the score is what, 10s?
It's 10 to 10, yeah.
10 to 10. We're getting into a roll off. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, anything beats my 1.
Anything beats the 1, so I got to take the turn. I have no choice.
Yep. So
we'll be back for the top of battle round 3, Beastclaw Raiders.
We're here, top of battle round 3. Osieric Bone Reapers. Beastclaw Raiders are getting ready to go. David, what's your battle tactic?
I'm going to do Desecrate Their Lands.
Boom.
There's a mystical feature right here. I can just stand on it, so that's what I'm going to do. And let's do Curse of the Everwinter, or Frost of the Everwinter or something. I'm basically going to roll a dice for every unit that's within 3 inches of me right here, and on a 1 or 2, you're going to take D3 mortal wounds.
Okay.
So let's go for the Stabas.
Stabas.
Stabas are fine.
Okay.
The 1-out Trog. 1-out Trog's fine. The purple Trogs are fine. The Break-a-Boss takes D3 for 3.
Ooh.
So he suffered 8. And then the Dankhold is fine. Okay, let's go ahead and get into some casting. I am going to cast Arcane Bolt, I think, will be my first. 7.
Let's try to unbind. You got it. Don't
Okay.
put it on the Trog. He has a 4-up spell ignore.
On him?
The blue Dankhold.
Oh, gotcha.
He has a 4-up spell. No prayers to be done.
Yep, no prayers to be done, so we're going to go ahead and get right into movement. Before we do, at the start of movement, I'm just going to unleash that Arcane Bolt on the Break-a-Boss. He takes 1 mortal wound.
Okay. He's got nothing for that. And then, can I do a heroic action?
Sure, yeah.
I'm just going to find a sour on the Breaker Boss. No, he's going to die. If anything goes through, he's dead. No, I'm going to find a sour on the Breaker Boss just because. Just because. So that's it. That's all I wanted. All done.
Okay, sounds good. I'll do a heroic action too.
You
I should probably do one as well. I'm just going to try to get a command point, I think. Yeah, let's get a command point. No.
I also failed to move the moon. Also important.
Okay, move the moon.
It's moving right to the center.
Okay, moon's in the center, affecting the whole table.
Yes.
All right, that is it. Let's go ahead and get into movement, and we'll be right back to show you what I did.
David, you finished your movement phase. Walk us through what got going on.
I'm holding this objective with these Mournfang, and they just moved to get Desecrate Their Lands. Kragnos is locked in combat, and my Frost Sword is locked in combat. So that's it.
Okie dokie.
No charges. We can move right to monstrous actions. I'm going to stomp the Break-A-Boss. He stomped 3 mortal wounds.
Oh, goodness.
He suffered 9, so...
9 plus 3 is 12. He's dead.
Okay. And then Kragnos is... Let's have him roar into the purple trogs. Yep, they're roared.
You're good and roared.
Okay, it's the start of the combat phase. You've got an ability, correct?
I do. Squiggly Beast Followers from the Dankhold Troggoth. He's going to do 1 mortal to you.
Okay. And he doesn't have to charge.
Nope. At the start of the combat phase, roll 1 dice for each enemy unit within 3 inches, which is just him.
Okay.
If the roll is equal to or greater than the number of models in the enemy unit suffers 1 mortal.
Okay, sounds good. On a 5-up, I ignore. Otherwise, my general dies, so this is exciting.
Oh, you got it.
He's alive.
Now
so
he gets to just...
He gets to be alive for 1 more turn,
Yeah,
pretty much. He
it's
only
important.
has 1 wound left. So, yeah, he's kind of in trouble. But it's nice that he gets to fight first, you know? Let's do an all-out attack to offset the -1 to hit.
Okay.
And let's just put everything into the Dankhold.
That makes the most sense.
The Dankhold has scary damage output, and I don't have any pluses to my save anymore.
I will all-out defense from Scragrot. We'll tell him to all-out defense.
Okay, let's do the Frost Spear. This is 3s and 3s. Everything hits. And then 3s. Okay, 3 wounds, and we're going to subtract 1 from his attacks characteristic because I rolled a 6 to wound. So you got
important.
3 at -1.
3 at -1, so we're still at 3s. So failed 1.
Okay, that's 3 damage.
He just takes it.
Okay.
It's his first 3 damage.
Let's do the punches and kicks. This is 3s and 3s. 1.
Okay.
No rend.
3. Saved it.
Okay, and then let's do rock hard horns. We've got 3 of these. This is going to be 4s and 3s.
You gotta do a lot of crunches to get rock hard horns.
3, -2.
4. Failed it.
That's 3 more damage.
Okay. He suffered 6. Moving on up.
D6 with crushing hooves for 1.
Thank you.
3, 4, -1.
Failed it.
1 damage.
1 damage. He takes his damage.
Okay, so he suffered 7. Not enough to kill him. Your turn to activate.
My turn to activate. So there's no way for Kragnos to rotate around and swing at that guy. So I think I activate the purple squad.
Purple squad fighting into my Frost Lord.
Oh, Vortex.
2's hit. Thank
And
you, Hype
then-
Man. -1 to wound.
4s. Take 2 wounds. -2.
-2, fight. Okay, 6 damage. Let's see if I can roll 6 5-ups.
I believe in you.
No, he's dead.
And Kragnos can just go nuts.
Yeah, Kragnos is gonna go nuts.
Or just put everything into the Gitz. No, nothing into the truck. Oh no, he got the point.
He's gonna put the hooves of Rack and Ruin into the purple trog, or I'm sorry, he's gonna put the hooves of Rack and Ruin into the aqua trog, and then he's gonna put all of his other attacks into the regular trog. He's no longer -1 to hit because he's not within an inch of those Gitz. 3s and 2s with the big attacks. We're going into the purple boys first. 4 at -3.
Let's see, I'm +2 to save, so these are 5s. Save 3.
Okay, 4 damage.
5s. Take 2.
Okay, and then we're gonna go ahead and do the Tusk Breaker attacks. This is 3 attacks, 3s and 2s. 2 at -2.
So force. Failed them both.
3 damage.
Take 2 more. Another Trog goes down.
Okay. And then the Hooves of Rack and Ruin. This is 6 attacks, 3s and 2s. 4 at -1.
Let's see. Failed 1.
You're on a 3-up save with this guy? I got
No. I thought we were on the purpose. So I've lost, failed 2.
Okay, 4 damage.
You're dead.
Okay.
And then there was 1 Trog remaining.
All right, that is the end of my turn. Let's go ahead and get on the hero cam and score me up. Okay, we are back from my turn. I scored 4 points. I completed my battle tactic, which was Desecrate, and I hold 2 objectives because Kragnos counts as 30, so we've got a lot on there.
That's a lot.
So yeah, 4 points, so it's 14 to 10, and we're getting into your turn.
So for battle tactics, I'm going to desecrate their lands. That piece of terrain right there is partially within David's territory, so I think we'll go for that one. Because even if I fail my teleport, I can still conceivably get it.
Let's generate some command points. So
Yeah.
I got a War Master.
I got a War Master, so I'm up to 3.
And I'm up to 2.
Cool.
And then
I should actually be at 2 because I auto-passed morale on the purples.
okay.
So that should put me at 2. And then Scragrot gets 1 that he just has, so that's 3 in total. Heroic actions, I don't really need or have anything, so let's just get a Scragrot. Let's get a command point with Scragrot. Nope,
Okay.
he's a Knucklehead.
I'm going to make Kragnos a wizard.
Sure, try and
I
get
want
that.
an unbind.
Get that unbind. Let's heal the Dankhold. He heals for 3.
Okay, he suffered 4.
Let me double check, make sure that just goes off. Yeah, it's D3, start a hero.
Okay.
And then let's get to casting. Let's cast Scragrot. Let's try and teleport spell.
Okay.
It goes off on a 10.
Yeah, I'll try to unbind that.
Okay.
Unbound on 11.
You lucky duck, you. For your unbinds, you've rolled a 10, 10, and 11.
Oh yeah.
Well, I can't Fangs at a Bad Moon the big guy. Kragnos.
Yeah. He has a shield, and he just rolls 3d6 to the casting value and ignores it if it beats the casting value. And since Fangs of the Bad Moon is a casting value of 3, it's almost impossible for me to not ignore it.
Let's just try Itchy Nuisance then.
Okay.
Goes off, and then all you need is 6 on 3 dice.
It's a cast value of 6?
Yep.
Okay, 15, so he does not fight last.
Splendid, which is kind of what we thought was going to happen, right?
Sure, yeah, but you gotta cast something.
Gotta cast something sometimes. Okay, that is it for hero. Let's move into movement.
All right, we'll be right back. Michael, we've completed your movement phase. Tell me what you did starting with Scragrot.
Scragrot stood perfectly still because he's kind of stranded, so there he stands. And then the purple Trog stepped backwards out of combat, so hopefully I can try to rally the next turn. And then the Dankhold is going to heroically charge and try to fight a god.
Yes.
He's not too smart, so in he goes. And then everything else in the back just stood there. They don't really care what's happening around them. And then these blue Trogs are desecrating those lands, and they're going to chuck 2 rocks at Kragnos.
All right, perfect. Sounds good. Let's get set up for shooting. All right, throw some rocks at me, bro.
Here comes 2 rocks. 2 mortals.
I failed them both.
Okay.
2 damage.
Now you can yell.
Okay. On a 5-up, I'm going to yell at the Stabas. Yes. 1 mortal wound.
Nailed it.
On a 5-up, I'm going to yell at the Dankhold. Nope. And I think that's everything that's within 6 inches. Dankhold Trog boss.
Charging in. Hold on, 2 dice. Made it.
6 is good. Ah,
Monstrous action.
I'm going to stomp the Stabas.
Stupid Stabas.
It's good. for 3.
Oh,
They're gone.
No more minus hit to you.
No more minus to hit.
Okay, cool.
Okay. All out defense.
Sure. 4 attacks. So David's down to 1 command point. I don't need an all-out attack because I still have my plus to hit. I'm at 2 commander points, 4 attacks, 2s and 2s, baby.
Okay.
Here we go. Yes. Okay, take 3, minus 2.
I have a 3-up save against this.
Yep.
I fail 2.
Okay, so it's 3 plus D3 damage each.
Okay. So that's 9
damage.
Okay.
About as good as we could hope for, to be honest.
6s. I take 7.
Okay.
So I've suffered 9. I'm still top bracket.
Oh, that's a bummer. I was kind of hoping to make your mightier, rightier, worsier.
Yeah, you wanted to make it worse here. Let's fight with the Dread Mace. This is 6 attacks, 3s and 2s.
All out defense, by the way. Minus 1.
Okay, 2s. Make 3 saves at -3.
Okay, 5s. Okay.
4 damage.
4 damage. He has no wards. So he's suffered 8 wounds. He's only got 2 left.
Okay. Tuskbreaker, 3s. 2s. Make a save at -2.
Failed it.
1 damage.
Okay.
He's got 1 wound left, man.
Oh my gosh. Pucker up. Dave,
Moves of Rack and Ruin, I still have 6.
I forgot to heal him D3 when he fought. Because that's how it works.
Okay, go ahead. All right, so he suffered 6, not 9.
There we go.
Okay, this is 3s and 2s. Make 3 saves at -1.
3s. Save them.
All right, that's it.
Okay, he gets to yell at me.
On a 5-up? Nope.
That is it. I don't have any leadership. Let's
Okay.
go on hero.
Let's go on hero. We're back from Michael's turn. Michael, how many points?
I scored 4 points, hold 1, 2, not more. I did complete my battle tactic, which was Desecrate. So that brings up the score to 14-14. It is a real slugfest. Now, I did bring back this unit right here, and they're just closing down this aisle, just sights taken, and just making sure your buddies can't join the fight.
Absolutely. So we're going to get into the roll-off for battle round 4. It's 14-14. It's turned out to be a pretty damn good game, so let's see what happens.
Hoop.
Okay. I'm assuming you want to take the turn.
I will take the turn.
Okay, we will be back for the top of battle round 4, Gloomspite Gitz. All right, we are here for the top of battle round 4. Michael won that roll off, so he's going to go ahead and take it. Michael, what are you going to do for your battle tactic, bro?
We're going to follow the moon, and I'm going to try and so we entreated the moon, so the moon's going to stay still. And then we're going to try and control more objectives than you. And everything has to be affected by the light of the bad moon, so that seems doable. Absolutely.
So that's your battle tactic. What are you going to do for heroic action?
I have 2 command points. David has 3. Scragrot gets 1, and Scragrot's going to try and generate another one.
Okay.
So he gets another one.
Cool. I'm just going to do Finest Hour with Kragnos.
Okay. My Dankhold is going to heal D3 for 3.
Okay. He's suffered 3 now.
And then Scragrot is going to spend one of his 2 command points to try and rally the purple squad.
Okay.
Trogs. No.
Okay.
Got nothing. And then casting time, right?
Casting!
Casting. Scragrot is going to try and teleport himself. Yes.
Okay.
He's going to come way over here.
Okay.
Okay. And now we're going to Fangs to the bad moon.
Okay.
So that's 6, 7.
Okay. I got nothing. Roll it out.
Mortals on 3s. Okay, so we got 4 mortals.
4 mortals on the boys. Okay.
Helpful. It's a good start. Fast hero phases.
Fast hero phase. Anything else?
No, man, that's it. We can
All right,
get into it.
We'll be back in a hot second. Michael, we're done with your movement. Tell me what you did with the Stabbas.
Stabbas kind of moved to protect the shrine a little bit. They're not doing a great job because they rolled a really poor run roll. And like Kragnos is denying my grand strat just by being there. So there's that. Everything moved away from Kragnos because he's finest hour, so it's not a good time to like try and put any damage into him. And I'm not going to get anything by it.
Right.
So I just moved away from him. And I'm going to throw a couple rocks at Kragnos because I can. And then it all comes down to making this charge over here on the far side.
All right, let's set up. Okay, the blues are going to throw rocks at Kragnos. There's also a purple one to the left of Kragnos. We're just going to roll all of those at the same time. So 4 shots.
1 more.
Okay. Okay, I take it. Okay, the Trog's into the Mornfang.
3 rocks. 1 mortal.
Okay. End of the shooting phase. Kragnos is going to bellow on some Stabbas. They take D3 because he's bracketed now. 3 mortal wounds into the Stabbas.
For all of the tea in China, a 5-inch charge.
Okay.
Failed it. I do not have a reroll because I'm too far away, so I can't reroll it.
So there's 0 combat.
I'm gonna roll a 10 from these guys.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for a 10.
Yeah, we'll just be heads up. I can't line that up.
10-inch charge.
10-inch charge.
There's a 4.
Okay.
6.
It's looking good. Okay. Everything else retreated.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Failed battle tactic. That is what it is. Let's get on here and score it up.
Let's do it. We're back from Michael's turn. Michael, how many points?
Only 2 points because we failed the battle tactic. It was these knuckleheads right here. They just needed to roll a reasonable charge. Could not get it done, and we're too far away for any rerolls. So that is what it is. Pretty good though, but we are getting into David's turn. It's 16-14.
Yep.
And David has a battle tactic that he can do. What is it?
It's going to be eat your fill. I'm just going to have all of my ogre units in combat at the end of this turn. Or I'm sorry, at the beginning of the combat phase, if I'm in combat with all of my ogre units. So this unit right here, I'll complete it. So even if they die or the unit that I charge dies, I'll still get it.
See.
Seems pretty good.
At the start of the combat phase?
Yep.
So if you kill them in the charge phase, do you miss it?
Yeah, but they won't kill them in the charge phase. They only do mortals on 6s.
Oh, you're good then. Okie dokie.
All right, so let's go ahead and do heroic actions. I think I'm gonna go for heroic recovery. I'm good. I'm gonna heal 2.
He's at his top bracket.
He's back at his top bracket.
Scragrot has to finest hour. We're in a pickle.
Okay, sounds good. You're gonna finest hour him. I have no other stuff to do aside from generate a command point, so I'm up to 3.
And I think I'm at 3.
Yep, you're up at 3 as well. So finest hour on Scragrot. Okay, let's move. We'll be right back.
David, you finished your movement phase. Walk us through what you got going on.
Crag Daddy moved within 3 inches of those 3 units. He's gonna charge. And then I've got 2 Mornfangs. And you redeployed 1 inch.
The angry inch, as it's called.
The angry inch, that's right. So you can just set up that camera right there. I'm gonna shoot a pistol at him.
Go for it.
4 to hit. It misses.
Cool.
Okay, you can just keep it right there. I'm gonna go ahead and charge.
Yes.
No bonuses. I rolled a 5.
5. So
I'm not gonna risk re-rolling that to try to do extra charge damage. I'm just gonna.
Smart.
I'm just gonna.
Don't get greedy.
Mortals on 6s. No mortals.
Excellent.
Okay, let's go charge over here. Okay, Kragnos is gonna charge. Oops, let's charge 3d6 because he can.
In the box.
Come on, baby.
Hey,
okay,
there's your
he goes
6.
11.
Those other ones weren't 6s. That's why we didn't want those. Get those out of here. His impact hits are on 1 unit, right?
It's every unit within an inch. So, d6 mortal wounds. So on a 2-up into the hype man, 2 mortal wounds.
Okay, he has no wards.
Okay, into the Trog boss, or into the Troggeth. Take 6 mortal wounds.
He has no wards.
Okay. Okay, let's go activate onto Scraggy.
Let's pull up Scragrout's, looking at it. He's got a 5-up save. He's finest hour, and we're going to all out defense. Going down
He's
to
got a 4-up save.
He has a 5-up save.
Okay.
He's finest hour, and he's all out defense.
So you got a 3-up save before rend.
You got it.
That's what you're telling me.
That's what I'm telling you.
Okay, let's fight with the tusks on the Mournfang first. Just see if we can pop him. All out attack.
Do it.
Okay. 3s and 3s. Oh, you knuckleheads. 4 at -1.
Okay. Okay. 4s. Ooh.
He takes 2 damage.
4s. Takes 1.
Okay, and then the Gargant Hackers. There are 3.
I'm so nervous, Dave.
There are 5 Gargant Hackers.
Okay.
3s and 3s. 3s. 2 at -2.
5s. Save 1.
3 damage.
4s.
He takes 3 damage.
He's alive.
Okay, your turn to activate.
The dank hold.
Okay, I shall all out defense.
4 attacks. 2s and 2s. So 3 at -2.
3s. I fail 1.
5 damage.
He takes 5.
And then we're going to heal D3 for 3. And then my dude should be at
4.
4 left. Okay.
Yep, he's got 4 suffered. Okay, we're going to do the Hooves of Rack and Ruin into the Hype Man.
Did you do a monstrous action?
No.
You can stomp because there's no need to roar. I can't command point anything.
I'll just stomp him and keep the gravy train rolling.
Okay.
Okay, so he takes 1 more mortal wound.
There we go.
All right, I'm a gambling man. I'm gonna put the big weapon into the Troggoth, and I'm gonna put the other weapons into the Hype Man.
Okay.
So the Dread Mace, I've got 6 attacks, 3s and 2s. Three at -3.
I got nothing. Against and this is for the dank hold?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's too far away from. Oh, everything's by the moon. So I have a 6.
Okay.
I saved 1.
8 damage.
Oh goodness, he's dead, right?
Yeah, he's taken 13.
He's dead.
Okay, so we got him. And then let's go into the Hype Man. 3 attacks with Tuskbreaker, 3s and 2s. Everything hits. 2 wounds, -2.
6s.
4 damage.
Takes it.
Okay, he's suffered 6.
He's got 2 wounds left.
He's got more than 8 wounds. He better have more than 8 wounds.
No, Dobby is not meant to. He has 12 wounds, amazingly. Okay.
Okay.
Jesus.
4 attacks with the Hooves of Rack and Ruin. This is 3s and 2s. 4 at -1.
5s. Save 2.
That's 4 more damage.
All right. He takes 4. He has 2 wounds left.
Okay.
See, if it was up to me, I just would have lifted him by now.
And is it the end of the phase, or are you going to pile into me with those stabbers?
Oh, Dobby gets to fight.
Oh, okay.
Dobby can fight, sir.
Cool.
Cool. Sticks. 1 stick. Poked in your eye.
I saved it.
Okay. And then his raking claws. 1. Hold on. I think that claw hits, but I want to double sure. Yep. Claw wounds. Rend 1.
Saved it.
That's it. Now you can yell.
Okay, I'm gonna yell on 3-ups now. So I'm gonna bellow into the Hype Man. Nope. And then I'm gonna bellow into the Stabbas. Yes. Stabbas take 3.
Okay.
All right.
Their leadership, they lost 6, right?
They did lose 6.
2 bellows.
They did take 2 bellows.
2 plus 6 is 8. Their leadership 5. 3 more.
You got 1 left.
By the way, this banner, I'm just gonna leave a netter. Banner does not give pluses to bravery.
Okay, let's go over to Scragrot.
Oh yeah, I'm over here doing battle shock.
We forgot about Scragrot. He's gonna try to kill some Mornfangs.
3 attacks. 3s, rend 1. 3 rend 1.
I failed 2.
D3 damage. 4 damage.
Okay.
Remember Clone Wars where like Yoda's like jumping around like all crazy?
That's Scragrot.
Similar thing.
For sure.
Yeah.
Is he done fighting?
That's it.
Okay, cool. Well, it was a good turn. Let's get on the hero cam and score me up.
All right, Wargamers. David has completed his turn. How did you score?
I scored 4 points.
Sure did.
I was eating at the beginning of the combat phase. I hold 1 and 2 because I held that before, even though it's contested. So 4 points. Score is 16 to 18, and we're getting into the roll-off for battle round 5.
And we didn't think that was going to happen, did we?
No.
No. This was supposed to be the fun, easy, fast game.
Yeah. So let's see what happens. You went first.
Let me see if the moon moves.
Okay.
It does not.
Okay. And then you break ties.
Oh, excellent. Huh. Oh,
Okay.
thank goodness.
Take your turn.
I will take my turn, sir. We will come back for the top of battle round 5.
Welcome back for the wrap-up. We have decided to call it a game. After Michael won the roll-off on battle round 5, he was able to score 5 points using gaining momentum as his battle tactic, and that brought him up to 21. You missed your grand strategy because I was too close to the Loon Shrine, so you did not protect the shrine. However, I was only able to score 1 point in my turn because the only model I had left on the board was Kragnos, bringing me from 18 to 19. So the final score was 19 to 21. Super good 5 battle round game. Can't believe it lasted that long.
2-point game.
Yeah.
Bro, like 2 points. When turn 1 came in and your whole army was in front of me, we were like,
I thought you were in trouble.
oh no, this is bad.
Yeah, but the Trogs were really hard to kill. Taking the double turn, I had to, because I had to keep killing you and doing damage, but I didn't do enough with it, and then you were able to slap back really hard with all of your Trogs.
So we are going to get into the wrap up. This is where we talk about our lists, our highlights, our lowlights. If you're still with us at this point, thank you so much for joining us. And if you're not subscribed and still watching at this point, hit that subscribe button.
Hit the button, man. It's right there.
You're with us for this whole video.
Yep.
Also comment down below what you thought of the video, what you thought of the games. Let us know. We love interacting with our community.
Absolutely.
Now, David, first time with my list, first time with your list, first time with Kragnos on the table. MVPs, LVPs.
I'm gonna give MVP to Kragnos. He's amazing.
He's dope.
He does so much damage. He lets the Stonehorns charge 3d6, which was extremely fun. I did 40 damage in the first turn.
For sure, easily.
From my deployment into your deployment.
Yes.
It just killed all of your screens. He's amazing. I love all of his abilities. He's really hard to shift, and he just complements Beastclaw Raiders so nicely with their play style. So the lore like really gels as well. I'm going to give LVP to my Beast Riders. They found themselves in sticky situations while they were getting attacked by Trogs. I had one pretty big misstep in Battle Round 3 where I should have activated a unit that had 5 wounds left before Kragnos. I kind of forgot that activation was going on because I was so hyper-focused on the objective. So that was a bit of a misplay on my part. So I'll give LVP to them. I love how this plays. I love having 7 models and just pushing them up the board. So I can absolutely see why people like to run this list. It's great. Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Really intimidating, and I think a lot of armies would struggle against it. Like I know my Stormcast list would struggle against this one. Tech list would probably struggle against this one as well. Like he can maybe shut down one of these a turn, but all of them, turn one, like...
They do so much damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, really, really good. Let's talk about the Trogg list. I'm more excited about your army than mine today. I'm glad that it performed so well, so let's talk about it.
I'm glad it performed well too, because it was literally the Troggs that I own.
Yeah.
And that's why this list construction is the way it is.
Yeah, and I like how you put a little bit of your own spin on it, taking the Break-a-Boss and the Marchcrawler Sloggoth. They both are great models. And then 15 Troggs, and then you were smart enough to have some screens. Yeah, it's really cool. And I love the way that you painted them all different colors, so they just look fun on the table, you know?
They do. They look really fun. They were really fun to paint this way too. Like I had the best time ever just like airbrush, airbrush, dry brush, dry brush. I'm a great painter.
Exactly, yeah.
Like it was no thought involved.
And look how good they look, you know what I mean? So
yeah.
like, sorry, I got a yawn there. It's been a long day. Yeah, and I like how you took the Dankhold Trogg Boss General, and you also took the Dankhold Troggoth as just a single out unit, so you could run around and hit stuff with his giant club.
It like when he went into Kragnos and then did 9 damage and then stood there.
Yeah, he didn't die. I couldn't kill him. It took me 2 turns to kill him. Yeah, they're really good. And like you took the sub faction where you heal Troggs, and we didn't think that it would come up much, but it came up a lot.
It came up more than I thought.
The big ones, yeah. Being able to heal in every single hero phase with the bigger guys, and also healing after they fight made him really chunky. Like the second one that I killed that wasn't the general, I think I had to do like an extra 9 or 10 damage to him.
Yeah. Which is helpful.
Yep.
So LVPs, like maybe I just give it to the Grots. Like I need screens. No, LVP goes to the Endless Spell that never came on the board.
Sure.
30-point Endless Spell. I could also give it to this kind of green squad because they just got punched in the face.
Mm-hmm. I don't think that the Break-a-Boss did anything. He didn't do any damage.
You're right. He literally did no damage. He came in, yanked his chain, did mortals to himself, and then did nothing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he died.
LVP, you're right. LVP goes to him.
Yeah, your army is amazing.
MVP? Scragrot?
Yeah, Scragrot's good. I think the purple Troggs just did so much too.
What I liked about Scragrot was him teleporting, right? Like he shot over here, grabbed an objective, shot over here, grabbed an objective. Like he just kind of kept doing stuff for me.
Yeah, I mean he's got to be MVP, and the fact that his spell didn't really do a whole lot of anything this game just shows that he's still a really good piece to have. Just being +1 to cast and being able to teleport all over the place was really good.
And I loved the Sloggoth.
Yeah, the Sloggoth being everything +1 to hit is so good.
It just meant like I had command points for days because I was like, well, I just all out defense.
Right, exactly. Yeah, I felt a little starved for command points. I think that this list is really good. If we were playing a 3 objective battle, it would have been a lot easier for me to just come in and hold objectives and have a lot of fun. But trying to hold 4 objectives with 7 models is very tricky, even though they count as a lot. It's like once they start going down, like as soon as my second Stonehorn Beast Riders went down and then my general went down, I was like, okay, well I have 3 models, so I'm just gonna try to get as many points as I can. And I did, like I got as many points as I could. Kragnos just got bogged down by all of these little units. It was all the units that kept coming out of the Loon Shrine. Just kept kind of getting in his way, and then there's just so many wounds with 5-up ward. It's just really tough to deal with. It looks easier to defeat than it is. That's a lot of wounds with a 5-up ward and regeneration.
Yeah. I was pleasantly surprised.
Yeah, really, really fun game. I would like to play against these Troggs again. I can think of a couple other armies that would be really interesting to play against them. Like Slaves of Darkness would be a fun one. They got damage, they got ward saves. Yeah, we got a new General's Handbook coming out, and I'm really excited about that because I think I'm going to be like the anti-hero and just play like magic nullifying armies versus magic casting armies. So lots of really good stuff on the way. We've been trying to be a little bit more active with the community, especially our members, and actually ask you what you want to see. We had to go with Kragnos against the Troggs though, because Michael took all this time to painstakingly paint it in one day, and then he texted me and was like, do you want to use him?
You want to use
and
a Kragnos?
I totally thought of my boy Dan. I was like, dude, Like, I got this list I can run, and it's 2,000 points on the nose, and it's just 7 models. And it was so fun. Like, the scene in the first and second battle round where all 4 of them were just plugging that hole.
Scary.
And just staring at your whole army was just so dope. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It was a really, really fun game. So we have tons of really good stuff on the way. We're going to film, like, 6 more battle reports before we head out for the Tacoma Open, and we're probably going to be playtesting some of our competitive lists, and it's going to be a blast, so please stay tuned.
Guys, thank you so much for joining us. It's been a long day. We are done, and we will see you next week for another battle report.
See you next time.